Python is one of the most widely used programming languages. It is also used for rapid prototyping as well as creation of production-ready software. Usage of Android mobile has highly increased nowadays. So, having a user-friendly and reliable app serving the requirements of end customers is very much necessary. We need a framework to build these Android applications. In the Python programming language, we can use Kivy framework in order to serve this purpose. Kivy is a Python GUI tool that works on any platform. It can run on Android, iOS, Linux, and Windows. It is mostly used to create Android applications, but it may also be used to create desktop applications as well. Here we are to learn more about library management application, which helps to reduce the manual ledgering work that takes place with a management application. Isn't it exciting to know more about this? Then why wait? Let's quickly start learning how to create a library management application using Kivy in Python. If you haven't subscribed for our channel yet, I would request you to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell so that you don't miss any new updates or video releases from Great Learning. If you enjoy this video, show us some love and do like this video. Knowledge increases by sharing, so make sure you share this video with your friends and colleagues. Make sure you comment on this video. Any queries or suggestions, I'll be more than happy to respond to all of them.
Project which we are going to discuss is the college library management app. Okay, so we'll be making up an app and that would be completely belonging to the college library management, right? So hope I'm very much clear with that respective thing, that what are we going to make and what are we actually going to design up here, right? As we are moving ahead with the Kivy library, so yes, that would completely remain up the same, only that's my Kivy library. Okay, great. So like while doing up the previous two projects with me, I hope that you are a little bit more comfortable while using up the Kivy library, right? See, as soon as you practice up the things, you is like start becoming a more and more and more confident onto those respective things. We already did up two projects. Now it's the time for the project number 3, and I hope that this respective project you'll be able to do many things onto your only. Okay, so let's get started out. See what kind of it is college library management app. So you'll be having up a Kivy library, and with the Kivy library you'll be making an app. In that app you'll be having some sort of specifications like the student name and the book registered, or do you have any you say what you say that somewhat a fee into that respective case, or do you have that book due, or you'll be having some certain features like that only. Okay, so that app will help you to store out all of those respective things, right? So this is how we are going to proceed up here with the Kivy library. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to write that from Kivy. For the very first time, I'm going to import here the app. Okay, that's absolutely okay, I guess, with everyone. That why do we do that also from Kivy.app? Okay, so from Kivy.app, import app. Great. Next here goes that from Kivy.uix.grid import. From here, what I'm going to import? I'm going to import out the grid layout function. Fine. So from Kivy.uix.grid import grid layout. Next, I'm having that from Kivy.uix.label import, and here goes the importing of my label function. Okay. Next, I'm having that from Kivy.uix.text input. Okay, text input. So from Kivy.uix.text input, what to import out here? Import out the text input function. Okay, and here for the next thing you need to do that from Kivy.uix.button. From Kivy.uix.button import, here you need to import up the button. Fine. So these are the 5 things which I need into my project. These are the 5 requirements which I have actually imported up here, which are required in this respective project to be used up. Okay, I'll be using up the app, the grid layout, the label, the text input, and the button. Okay, great. Getting down, I'll be making up my class. Like, let's say my class is library underscore grid. Okay, library underscore grid. And into the bracket, I'll be passing up that grid layout. Great. Getting down here, I'll be defining up the init function inside my class. Div underscore underscore init, and here goes my self. And here I'm gonna pass comma asterisk, and here would be quarks. Okay, wonderful. So I hope that I'm very much clear with this respective thing, that what did I actually do out here. Okay, getting down here, I'll be making up a super class. Okay, super class or super function. I'll be using up this, and inside this, what I'll be doing is that I'll be passing up my class name. That's lib underscore grid, right? That's lib underscore grid, comma. Here goes my self dot, and I'm gonna initialize that out. So I have simply initialized that out. Now it's asking that how many columns you want out. Let's say I want up the 4 columns. So self dot calls is equal to 4. Okay. Great, getting down here. Now, what next thing do I have here? I'll be now adding up my respective widgets. Okay. Now, in front of each and every widget, there will be a space. What sort of a space it will be? It will be a sort of a space in which you'll be allowed to enter your respective input. Let's say you are having up the widget as student name, or you're having as a widget of name of the book or issue date. So in that respective case, you will be allowed to set up your input onto that respective case. Okay, so this is the idea. Let's get down and start up here. So it's self dot add underscore widget function, which will help us to do, and that's how we imported above, right? Inside the bracket, I'll be using up my label function, and inside that label, what is your text that you want to put up there? So let's say my text which I want to put up is student. Okay, that is student's name. Okay, this is my text which I want to put up there, and it would go somewhat like this. Okay, let me just get out a little bit downside. Great, fine. Coming down, I will be having self dot a name. Okay, and that so is equal to okay, self dot, let's say it's self dot name underscore 1. Okay, and that too will be equal to my text input function. Text input function, because we will be inputting and will be taking up the text from the user. So in that respective case, this text input was a function that is used out here. Okay, coming down, we have self dot add underscore widget. Okay, and that would be which widget to add out. That would be self dot name underscore 1. Okay, so I'll be adding up the widget of that respective variable, which will store up the information from me that has been entered by the user. So that's how it is doing up here, right? Okay, this one is done for the student's name. Next would be, let's say, self dot add underscore widget. Here we have the label, and then next we are having the text is equal to, okay, it will be capital. Once again, let's make that out here, and like this, right? And wire this out, fine. And next will be the name of the book. Okay, this will be my second thing which I'll be needing up here. So in that case, as well, it goes self dot book underscore 1, let's say. Okay, that too will be equal to my text input and the brackets here. Okay, getting down, I have here self dot add underscore widget. So for what the next widget has to be added? It has to be added for book underscore 1 variable, that is storing up my input from the user, right? Great. Next, coming down here, what I am having up here is that I will be next using up some other things. So in that case, I'll be writing up, let's say, it's self dot add underscore widget. Into the bracket, what do I have? I have my label. Then what's the text? Let's say my text is issue date of book. Okay, my text which has to be put up onto that thing, onto that place, right? Getting down here, and it we are having self dot book underscore one. Okay, self dot book underscore one, and that so is equal to text input. Fine. Coming down, I'm having self dot at underscore widget, and into the bracket. Okay, book one. I sorry need to change that out. Let's take that issue underscore one. Okay, and here would be again self dot issue underscore one. Okay, fine. The issue date has been done. Great. Next one goes for my return. So self dot return underscore. Sorry, here goes my first of all add underscore widget. Here I'm having up the label, and here I'm having up the text, and that so is equal to I'll be having the return date. So it's return date of book. Okay, return date of book. Okay, one bracket would be removed out because these are not needed. Fine. Here I'll be having self dot okay, return date. It's return underscore one. Okay, that is equal to the text input and the brackets right here. Okay, getting down, it is self dot add underscore widget, and here we are having self dot return underscore one variable. Fine, return book is as well done out. Next, what I will be having as well the fine. So if basically a student is charging the fine, so it would be self dot, let's say, add underscore widget. Here would be my label, and what about my text? So my text would be fine. Okay, if I any fine in the bracket I would mention up that if any. Okay, this is how it would work out. Getting down here, next I'm having self dot, and my variable would be fine underscore one. Okay, that's equal to now. This would be equal to my text input on the bracket like this. Next, I'll be writing up here self dot add underscore widget. So it's self dot fine underscore one. Okay, fine underscore one. So this is as well completed up. Now I am having one single thing. I'll be making up a button as well that will help me to print out all the information which I have stored up onto that respective Kivy app. Okay, so for that I'll be mentioning up here self dot okay, that would be somewhat, let's say, print underscore info. I'll be making up a button. Okay, self dot print underscore info is equal to, and here it is button, into the bracket you have the text. So what is the text? Text is that it is click here to print the info. Okay, listen, this is my text which has been put up. Next would come here self dot it would be the function which is press dot bind, and into the bracket on underscore press parameter PRESS on underscore press is equal to self dot, and that would be okay, yes, that would be now a function that we have to make up. Okay, let me define up the function here only. Afterwards I'll make it up down. Okay, okay, that is click button. Okay, my function name. Fine, click button. And getting down here, I will be having self dot, that would be add underscore widget, and here will be self dot press. Okay, great. Getting down here, let me get back here out of this respective, one second, out of the first function, and then I'll be making up the second function, that would be click underscore button. Okay, and here goes my bracket. Self is passed, and I'll simply pass the instance as well here. Okay, here goes my print all of the statements that print name of the student. Okay, and this goes colon, here goes my plus sign, and here goes self dot it was name underscore one dot text. Okay, this is how it is gonna be. Next would be for printing up the name of the book, right? To print, here's for the next one, it goes name of the book. Fine. Putting up the plus sign, and here goes itself dot as a name. Okay, it's off right here. One second. Name of. Great. And what was the name of the book? I guess that was book underscore one variable, right? Yes, book underscore one dot. Here was the text. Getting down. Okay, let me get out some space here for writing. Fine, this is completed. Next, my print statement would go print. Next, I'm having it's the issue date. Issue date of the book. Okay, here again goes a plus sign and it goes self dot issue underscore one dot, and here goes the text coming down. Next print statement I am having brackets. Here goes the return date. So it is the return date of the book, right? Putting up the plus sign, and here goes my self dot, and that is return underscore one dot text. It will actually remain same for everyone. Okay, everything. And here I'm having up my next print statement. That's right here, print, and into the bracket it would be any fine. Okay, and here goes a plus sign, and here goes self dot find underscore one dot text. Okay, so what it will do, it will help me to extract all the text from my app which has been made up by me, and it will give me that as an answer. Okay, great. Now here what I'll be doing is that I'll be making up a library app class. Okay, so here goes my class, and this is my app app library, name of my class, and into the bracket here will be app as passed on. Okay, inside that goes my build function, and into the bracket self is passed, and here what I'll be doing is that I'll be returning up my above class name. What was that? That was lib underscore grid, right? So it was lib underscore grid. Okay, this I'll be returning up with the brackets. Coming down, making up my main function of the Python, and right here I'll be again using that app underscore library class which is recently made it by me, and clicking up and using up here the run function. Right, so what we did up here in this respective project, let me quickly give you an idea, then I would move forward with the rest of the things. With the output finally. So right here at the respective place, I imported up my relevant things, relevant libraries which I needed. That was app, it was grid layout, label, text input, and the button. So these are the five sort of I would say the five sort of libraries which I was needing. Okay, so I just imported that out. Next, I'm having lib underscore grid, my class, which I just made up. I mentioned up the columns, and here I started adding up my widgets. Okay, so my widgets will be first of all a student's name, and in front of that, it will get me a blank space, a blank. I would say what it would be said as a space for writing, a box for inputting up the text. Okay, same. Next, I made it for the name of the book. Same, a box will be appearing for this as well. Thirdly, I was having issue date of the book, then I had return date of the book, and then I had a column for fine if any, and then I was lastly having up a button that was helping me to print up all the information which is right now stored in that respective app. So for printing all of those, I'll simply use up my print statements and the variables in which my information will be stored. After that, I made up a class here that will be storing up my app. So that is done. And inside that, I returned up my above class. And inside the main function, I here run up my class made out by me. Now let's quickly run out this program and let's see what's the output which we are getting up here. Okay. What it is actually lib object has no attribute press. Okay, let's go above and check that out. That where did we mess up? Okay, one second, right here. Okay, this is self dot. Okay, that is, I'm so sorry, that's print underscore info, and here as well it would be the same only, that would be print underscore info, right? It would remain the same only. Okay, whatever the one which we have used above, that would remain same. Now let's quickly run that out right here once again and let's check it out further. Great. So here it is my uh, college library management app, which is completely appearing here to me. Now here I have student's name, I have name of the book, I have issue date of the book, return date, fine if any, and this is a button for me which is click here to print the info. Let's input out some student. Let's say my name only I'm putting up here. That's, let's say, Shambhavi Gupta. We are able to do that. And what's the name of the book? Let's say the name of the book is The Alchemist. Okay. Then what's, let's say, issue of the date of the, okay, let's say it's 12, it's, let's say, 12 October 2021. Okay. What's the return date? Let's say I will be returning in 10 days. Let's say 22 10 21. Fine if any. So right now let's say we do not have any fine, so it goes no, and click here to print the info. So see, onto downside, onto my window here, I am getting up the respective information which has been printed up by me right here at this particular place, right? Name of the student and the name of the book, the issue date, the return date, everything I'm simply getting up here. Now I mentioned up 4 columns. That's the reason here I am getting 4 columns, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now what if I make up some respective changes onto this respective, if I make up the columns value, let's say as 2. Now what will happen? Now if I quickly once again run out my program here, so see, this is how it will be getting up. What is the student's name? Let's say student's name is ABC. Name of the book, let's say that is somewhat XYZ. Okay. Okay, that is, let's say, XYZ. Okay, issue date, let's say it's 10 12 21. Okay, return date, let's say it's 23 12 and here goes, let's say 21. Okay, fine, let's say fine is rupees 20. So I could simply mention this as rupees 20 like this. Okay, and click here to print the info. So here downside again onto the terminal, you got out your respective info once again. This is the second info which is up with which I have run out, and you are getting that simply out here as an output for you. Right, so you could as well change up the value for the columns. So it will change up the alignment for that respective case. It totally depends on to you that how you have set up the columns and how you are actually wanting up the things to appear for you, or what is the complete layout for you, right? So hope I'm very much clear with this respective project as well. So hope you got out a very clear idea regarding Python for Android. You practiced up some hands-on with me in the form of 3 different types of projects, and we used up almost all the widgets and the labels which we had seen onto the PPTs which were provided by me, right? So hope I'm very much clear with all of these things to you, and even hope you enjoyed out this respective video. So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.
If you haven't subscribed for our channel yet, I would request you to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell so that you don't miss any new updates or video releases from Great Learning. If you enjoy this video, show us some love and do like this video. Knowledge increases by sharing, so make sure you share this video with your friends and colleagues. Make sure you comment on this video. Any queries or suggestions, I'll be more than happy to respond to all of them.